Chapter 13. You ain't seen me, right? Anna Veronica and a friend she knows from the Reiki course are on their way to the Keros with a guide from Sacred Valley. 2 horses are carrying their supplies and sleeping bags. When they approach one of the villages far into the mountains, they have been walking for hours, either in silence observing the magnificent view or sharing stories from their lives. It is Anna Veronica's 3rd visit to Peru, and she has been wanting to come back here ever since the first visit 6 years ago. The houses are hard to spot from a distance, scattered on the hillside and melding perfectly with the landscape. As they arrive, one of the Kero women is observing them from a few meters away, eyes dark and aware, almost like a deer sensing something unusual. They are invited inside one of the small houses made of raw bricks, a straw roof, and beaten mud floor. The kitchen is a fireplace made of stone with a few pots and kitchen tools. The family who live here invite them to join them for a meal, and they are offered lovely hot soup. The guide tells them that the food here is made with so much love. In this altitude, they live mostly from potatoes they grow and some meat from llamas that they keep. He also helps them translate between Quechua and English, and thanks to him they can communicate with the people here. During the night, Anna Veronica and her friend sleep in one of the houses, also used for storing potatoes in barrels. Llama skins protect them from the hard, cold floor, and with layers and layers of winter clothes and good sleeping bags, they manage to stay warm all through the night. The next day they will join the Paco, which is the name of their spiritual leader, and a small group of men from the village who will make a despacho ceremony on a mountaintop not so far away. Back in Denmark, Anna Veronica, Liva, and Liam move their stuff to the small, beautiful island where the ice cream shop is, and after getting settled in the house, they start working to get the shop up and running and ready to open in a month. From early morning until late in the night, they begin to renovate, paint, plan, arrange, clean, order, and decorate. They are also taught how to make a special ice cream by the previous owners, a couple from Italy, where the man was taught this unique skill from his own grandmother. The ice cream shop becomes a bigger success than any of them could ever have imagined. During the summer months, people stand in a long line to buy this heavenly, delicious ice cream and the rich, tasty coffee. They work their socks off during this time. Everything has got to be ready for the next day, and after a while, friends and family come to help them. They can no longer manage the workload on their own, and the expression, the great sheep stare, is born. It is the state they are in when they are so tired and overloaded with work that they do not know what to do, what to say, what anyone else is saying, or where to go next. Amongst all the chaos, craziness, and laughter, Anna Veronica is seriously beginning to feel the stress coming back to her body, and after 3 months she sees no option other than to quit. The last 2 weeks she has been feeling more and more sick, and after a night with no sleep due to pain and stress in her body, she makes the difficult decision and packs her suitcase. Anna Veronica stores most of her belongings in a small empty room in the house and leaves the place. Back on the mainland, she goes to see 2 of her friends, who are both worried about the state she's in. Fate has it that they are going on a vacation, and she stays in their house for 2 weeks, where she goes into a state where all she does is relax, sleep, eat, walk, and do absolutely nothing but stare vacantly into open air. Anna Veronica now has the great sheep stare all right. She knows that she was close to another collapse, but luckily this time she managed to quit in time. She wishes it were different, but finds herself once again in a situation without work, a home, and income. Things are not exactly working out for her. It's during these times that she's beginning to call herself a stunning success. After a while she goes back to Norway. Odin is too old to go with her now, but Alexander has finished college and takes the responsibility for looking after him. Besides, Anna Veronica's dad is getting older and frailer, and it will be good to go and live with her parents for a while again. In spite of everything, the timing seems right, so maybe things are working out after all. That September, Anna Veronica and Jacob meet up in Ireland for the second time that year. It is another fun and heartfelt meeting. Jacob is laughing so much at some old and silly English sketches, and he is showing them to Anna Veronica. A favorite is the one with the guy in a beige, knee-long coat who comes running over a hilltop towards the camera, only to stop and stare directly at the camera up close, with his pointing finger lifted, before saying in the funniest English accent, "You ain't seen me, right?" Then he runs back up the hill again. This becomes their mantra for this trip. Throughout the whole stay, they will ever so often, when least expected, in the most unlikely circumstances, look at each other with big staring eyes and a pointing finger, and say, "You ain't seen me, right?" This happens when they are in a cafe, in a restaurant, walking on the beach, in the midst of talking, while drinking coffee, in the midst of kissing, after kissing, and even one time, after making sweet love, Jacob whispers softly in her ear, "You ain't seen me, right?" Anna Veronica cannot help it. It is one of those sentences that makes her heart sing. Coming back this time, she is somewhat shaken from the intensity of being together, and brave as she is, she writes to Jacob, "Those were lovely days. Thank you. I miss us being together." There is no reply, just everyday stuff. I guess you don't reply because you don't like to hear this kind of stuff. I don't like being missed. I don't like anyone depending upon me. Good Lord, this man is unbelievable. I hope you know that I do not write that because I'm depending on you. I know that, but I go about my everyday life as usual. Oh no, Anna Veronica cannot believe the reply. He goes about his everyday life as usual. After a meeting like that, how can anyone shut down their feelings on command? Okay, fine. He can go about his everyday life as usual, and she will do the same. For the next 18 months, Anna Veronica is resisting meeting up. Twin flame or not, enough is enough. She only wants to cuddle an unga bunga. How complicated can that be? She loves him, but Jacob does not want to be loved. He does not believe in love. He thinks love is an illusion, created to make his life hell. What about the next 10 years? Is she going to wait? For what? No way. She cannot do it anymore. She is too tired. It feels as if it will make her sick. The joy, fun, laughter, the touches, the kisses, the love-making, tender moments together, the mutual understanding. She has to say goodbye to it all. It's a lie. And although Jacob has a small place of his own now, where he lives some of the time, he's still married, and it's a lie to his wife, his family, himself, and to Anna Veronica. It's not fair to any of them. Once again, Anna Veronica finds herself under constant financial pressure, even more than usual. She gets by from the sale of her ebooks and audiobooks. As if by some miracle, money seems to come from somewhere when she needs it. Sometimes she has only a few bucks in her account when the bills have been paid. It is stressful though. Odin needs consultations at the vet and medication, and although she and her ex-husband share the bills, it costs. Anna Veronica also goes to Denmark quite often to look after Odin if no one else can, and traveling is costly. She is welcome to stay with friends, for which she is grateful. Somehow she always manages to make it a win-win, but is tired from the unpredictability and uncertainty of it all. And without money, she does not seem able to get out of this repetitious and vicious cycle. Anna Veronica knows all about changing her energy and vibration, but somehow this twin flame journey seems to go way beyond that.